adventure through a world of Pokemon. Where you're free to choose your own path and become the champion you want to be. Now with even more places and Pokemon to discover. Expand your adventure with the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero DLC for Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet. Available for purchase.
All right, abilities will be out of 5 then.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we give Luffy a 5 out of 5, Kaido 5 out of 5, give Rayleigh a 2.
What are we doing, bro?
Rating like a 1 or 2.
1 or 2, yeah.
Okay.
I'd say like a 1, to be honest, just because it's just swords and hockey.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like his usage.
And the backstroke.
Yeah, but then that goes into skill. We already said that.
Well, I mean, this
You can increase his skill back if
considering
I know it's already at a 9.
abilities,
It's already at a 9. Can't really increase it that much.
Bro, with how it is now, Rayleigh's at 114.
Am I giving niggas ideas, bro? Fuck
That's
me.
pretty fair, actually.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I mean,
we'll see.
We'll see how the others shake out.
We'll see once we get to Zoro.
Are we doing Sanji, Zoro, or Yamato now?
Ooh.
Let's go through Yamato. Let's go through
Either
All right,
way,
Yamato.
Prago hitting. Then
All
I'm
right,
getting way
strength.
too many ads. What is this? That was this was what Cole had it up for Zoro, Sanji, Luffy before. Okay, yeah, that's what I had. Yeah, my excuse me, hold on. You're right here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is what I did. I did a whole breakdown of what I thought made the most sense for Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. A statistical breakdown. I posted it like 7 hours ago, and I did strength, attack power, destructive capacity, range, speed, durability, endurance, stamina, intelligence, battle IQ, skill, conquerors hockey, observation hockey, arm hockey, card collecting, and abilities. That's what I did. And I broke it down. And I'm gonna do a video this one too. I mean, obviously there's a lot of fucking comments here, right? There's like 200 plus comments. No way in hell I'm reading this all because I don't care. But either way. The cramming is legendary, bro. Did you see this shit? Yeah, Cole, Doritos launch nacho. Nah, it's not true. Why does that feel so fucking nasty? I mean, look, apparently this is the one that if Brago was doing it right now, it's cool. But we know where they got it from. Me. We should talk more, bro. I mean, shit, dude.
Hey, hold on. We got to bring down Rayleigh then. Rayleigh's an 8 in AoE.
That's what I like the Thor slash.
No, I did for Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy. They're doing it for Rayleigh, Kaido. What the fuck? Rayleigh, Yamato, Kaido. Strength? What the fuck? I don't think people realize how strong Luffy is. I saw through because I'm not gonna be all these. There's no way I'm gonna be all these fucking things. But I know people were complaining about Luffy being like Zoro being a 6 and Sanji being and Zoro and Luffy being a 10 in strength. And people are like, oh no, Zoro should be stronger, man. I'm like, you know, Luffy skipped fucking. It's like, imagine taking a creature that's half the size, one of those Big Daddy Sea Kings, and just eating him. Zoro doesn't have that power. He doesn't have this power, bro. Like, there is no way, bro. Why did I see ACOG trending? This is not One Piece, is it? It is One Piece. Oh my god. I thought I was fucking something else entirely. Okay, let me get it. Doesn't matter. I don't know. It's like right now, I just feel like, personally speaking, right now, I just feel so comfortable. I feel so comfortable with my power scale because I've been right on so many different things. I'm like, you know what, bro? I think I'm good, bro. I did get like some things wrong here or there, but ultimately speaking, I've been so comfortable as of late or past like 2-3 years. I'm like, yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm comfortable. Yeah, but Zoro threw Zoro threw a house pre-time skip, bro. True. Ayo bet, true. But yeah, I'm pretty good with what I'm thinking. The one thing I thought, the only thing that actually kind of got me, right now, in terms of the power scale, I mean, in terms of the chart, was I had a big debate about durability and then abilities in my mind. That's what I like my biggest debates, I think. Because I thought about lowering Sanji to a 9 and keeping Luffy at a 10. But there was something that I thought about. I'm like, hold on, fuck me, time out. Luffy has a big glaring weakness with his durability. Even with Haki, he still has this weakness, and that's cutting attacks. Kaido is still able to cut through Luffy with his air cuts, despite Luffy being coated in Conquerors and Armor Haki. He has that glaring weakness that is still there. But Sanji doesn't have those weaknesses. So even though Sanji may like his threshold for durability may not be as high per se, but he doesn't have that glaring weakness of, hey, if you have a slashing attack, that's gonna do extra damage. So he doesn't have that weakness. Number one. Number two is that with abilities, but everyone can get cut though. Everyone can get cut. Gege, the author of he's younger than me? What the fuck? He looks so much older. Hold on, time out. He is old. Oh my god, wow. I'm like fucking 72. He's 31. What the hell, bro? Okay. I don't get spoiled too much on the guy here, but I guess some guys just build different. But Sanji lifted the cake post time skip. Well, his biggest strength feat isn't even that per se. His biggest strength feat is like I think punting Queen off the entire island. But I guess you can say that's like an attack feat per se. But yeah, like he has these strength feats that are relative to like Queen and him, Queen getting knocked off for like, you know, hundreds, not hundreds, maybe like dozens of miles. He does the whole thing that happened in Wano and Whole Cake Island. True, that's right, fine. He did lift the seal and the entire cake too with precision, which is a good strength feat for him for sure, without doubt. But yeah, abilities wise, I also debate between I also had this debate with myself. So for me, it was durability, Sanji, and Luffy. That's where I had a big debate personally. And then also it was abilities. Because ability wise, Zoro doesn't have really much going for him in terms of ability at all. Outside of Haki. But Haki's already its own category. So I was like, hold on, fuck me. What does Zoro have outside of Haki in terms of abilities? And I thought the Zoro actually could have been like a 2 or like a 1. But then he has Ashura. And I was like, okay, is Ashura something out of Haki or not Haki? That I'm not too sure about at all. Like Zoro, I think in terms of Haki, Zoro in terms of Ashura could be Haki related or it could be something that's entirely different. So we're not too sure. That's why I gave him like a 3. We're like, okay, he may have some abilities here or there, but I just don't know what the hell Ashura really is. So yeah, that was like my biggest debates, I think, in terms of like this. Oh yeah, and then also people were like debating the whole stamina thing, like why is Zoro 5, why is Luffy at 7? Luffy's a 7 because Luffy has the Katakuri fight, and we fought for hours in Katakuri. But in Gear 5, he has a stamina issue for sure. However, we see against Kaido, he can go in and out of Gear 5 at will if he wants to. If he can push himself to that point. But Luffy and King of Hell, but Zoro and King of Hell, that kind of fucks up Zoro big time. At least as far as you know. Where Zoro has a timer in King of Hell form. And if he goes too far, he can kill himself. Like literally kill himself. And as far as we know, Sanji doesn't have any of those issues. Sanji has no issue with Ifrit, no issue with Exoskeleton as far as we know. So, stamina-wise, I gave them like, I think Sanji's ahead of them because he has none of these drawbacks like Luffy or Zoro. And what else is there? Yeah, that was really it. I think I'm cool with everything else. So yeah. Again, in the future, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a discussion video on this subject, breaking it all down. I think in a much more organized video. And I may do something further because I thought we were doing Jinbei too, but Jinbei's a tough sell. Jinbei's a tough sell. Oh, I guess that's why. I assume that's what Brago's doing. I think Brago's doing because it should be compared to each other. Some folks have hard reading, even worse reading comprehension than me, And then you read that part of my tweet where I'm like, hey, I'm comparing them to each other. Why is Zoro 6? Because compared to Luffy in strength, he doesn't even come close. Know
that these are Marines. These are the niggas that are commissioned soldiers in the Marines. So what if they just use hockey on their bullets and we just didn't know about it?
No, it's just Steve. They're talking about base level, just flesh skin. Okay, he's gonna take damage.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but they using Whitebeard taking damage from bullets to determine whether or not
skill is the bag. Yeah, okay, but
I don't think those are regular.
Oh yeah, that's one thing too. It's like Zoro does, I think, have the highest skill among these three because I think that Zoro. Not to say that Luffy and Sanji aren't skilled. I mean, Sanji is literally trained in martial arts for a long period of time, and Luffy. I mean, he's just kind of nuts. He has so many attacks, it's insane. Actually, they all do. But Zoro, I gave the edge in skill because I think that Zoro has too many different states and forms. So Zoro has skill with 1 sword style, 2 sword style, 3 sword style, 9 sword style, no sword style. Zoro has a lot of skill. He has a lot of sword skill. Like it's ridiculous how many like techniques Zoro has. I think he has more techniques than Sanji and Luffy. I think. Actually, maybe not Luffy. Actually, I'm not too sure. Zoro gonna unleash that closed eye, like, oh, true. Hey, yo, if Zoro pulls out the Sharingan, if he has the Mangekyu, I'll raise him to a fucking goddamn, like, 8 or, like, 7, like with Sanji. For sure, without a doubt. US Zoro, no. I think that Zoro's gonna be more powerful than Mihawk. And then wherever Mihawk's gonna be, we're gonna see. That's it. I'm not too sure about the Gorose being the final villain for Zoro and company. For me, for Zoro, it could be the case here where Ethan is the final villain for Zoro. I'm not too sure though, because I don't know if the Gorose are even as strong as admirals yet. I have to wait and see. So when I get to my top 50 in January, I'm not gonna have the Gorose until they actually do more because I just don't know. Like I just do not know. Zoro's more skilled than Luffy, Sanji for sure. I don't think it's like necessarily for sure. I think that he just does because like Sanji has, as far as I can tell, like insane precision with his martial arts Kenpo. That's why he can do the whole like Sanji has an attack name for every part of the human body: chin, throat, neck, which I think is different than throat, cheeks, eyes, forehead, nose, upper lip, like shoulders, because he can attack each part with such precision and finesse. It's insane. Luffy has just a plethora of attacks that he can just pull. Like he has a huge bag. It's absurd. But I think that Zoro just has more going for him than especially when you have like now like the Firefox style. And even Zoro, I think now has what's it called? It's called the clear lance technique, where he can use his sword to move in the air. Like that's some good stuff. So Zoro's gone, I think, better. I would say before Wano Country, maybe the skills between Sanji and Zoro were closer. But after Wano Country, like Zoro got a lot of skills in Wano Country outside of Conqueror's Haki. Like, and folks don't realize that. Zoro can now cut through fire and also move in the air with his sword techniques. Like, that's a huge skill thing for Zoro. Sanji got an ability dump, where Sanji got exoskeleton, which comes with, of course, the enhanced durability. It comes with added strength. It comes with regen. It comes with, and then this allows him to then use hotter temperature, hotter pyrokinesis. It's like, dude. So Sanji gets like an ability dump. Zoro gets like a skill tree expansion. Luffy gets Toon World. Like, bro, Luffy just gets the sauce, man. Luffy is like it's insane, bro. It's insane. How much shit Luffy got. Luffy got armor haki. Luffy got Conqueror's Haki infusion. His armor haki is able to bypass bypass defenses and go straight for the organs. Then he gets the Toon World shit. It's like, damn, bro. Like, Luffy got 3 major upgrades in one arc. I think Sanji and Zoro just get like 2. And it's like, bro, what the fuck, man? Like, Luffy, no, bro. Luffy just kind of freaky, bro. He's kind of freaky. Sanji took. Yeah, I think that 'cause I know a lot of folks were always ragging on Sanji, and I think rightfully so. In terms of like, Sanji never got distinct W's at all in Wano. In the pre-time skip. I mean, in the post-time skip in terms of fights. He did get one with Watatsume, but then afterwards, what happened? Punk has fought against Virgo. His shin got fractured. Then in just Rosa, he fights this Doflamingo and loses, and then gets beat down essentially by his brothers and company in Whole Cake Island, and gets no fight in Whole Cake Island at all. So, I mean, of course, there's always context to this where people forget that Sanji's body was in back condition when he fought against Virgo. Same thing against Doflamingo, and Dofi was smoking everybody. He was watching he watched Luffy, but that's not as focused as when Sanji fought against Doflamingo, and then he lost to him too. But that being said, though, Keanu Reeves in the Matrix got Kung Fu, and Luffy got Tom and Jerry. Yeah, bro, it's just it's. But let me see here. Oh, I got Brago. I'm giving this man ads right now. I'm giving him ad dollars. I'm so mad, bro. Now I know how it feels. I'm gonna get Twitch Turbo because I don't want this bullshit. The ads suck. I need to get Twitch Turbo immediately because I don't want the ads anymore. What else is there though? Range, I think it's fair. Sanji doesn't have that much range, much as Zoro or I actually gave Zoro. I was debating if Zoro should have more range than Luffy. I really was. I really was. But I decided to give him more range. I thought that was fair. Destructive capacity wise, I feel like people have an issue with Zoro being that low. But if I keep it like at a bare minimum, I would say like Zoro to me in theory has enough power to to destroy an entire country. But in theory, Luffy has enough power to destroy, I think, several continents. So I'm like, yeah, Luffy's just he's nuts. I think I put him at 10. I think fair. I think Luffy, I would say at this point in time is kind of getting to the point where he can be his whole crew 1v8 if he needed to. There are situations, but not most of the time. I think that most of the time, given the crew's tactics, given certain situations where it was, like let's say they're at sea and then Jime's in the water, stuff like that, fair enough, fine. But I'll say Luffy can beat his crew in a lot of cases. I can't wait to get Zoro. Stop, bro. The Zoro Mihawk fight in Epilogue, I think sucks. I think just actually is ass cheeks. I think that this fight has to happen in the manga. I know you're trolling me because you gotta be trolling me. You gotta be trolling me. You got to be trolling me, bro. All right, but yeah, that's it. I think we're good. Let me see one last time. Do I care?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's why Ray would be more durable than the average person. He has something like Rio that can block most attacks that from even touching him. Like if Magellan goes against like, I don't know, someone like Zoro. Zoro doesn't have. Let's not use Zoro. Let's use someone like Bellamy. Even though Bellamy has haki, he's still going to be affected by Magellan's poison. With Rayleigh, he can completely nullify Magellan's poison from hitting him with the Rio.
If you want to add hockey, I agree.
That doesn't add to being durable?
I'm surprised to see Rayleigh a part of the Blue Lock Project World Champion. I really am. I am stunned. Hold on. Oh, AoE? I want to change it like that, but sure, why not? Fuck it. How much you can destroy? Fair enough. AoE, sure. Whatever. That's fine. Okay, let me get out of here. I'm sorry. I got distracted. Actually, hold on. I take that back.
That's the thing, because even for King.
Okay, fucking get out of here. Don't be a hoe, whatever. It's the season. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Did you get it?
Add hockey, you can include the actual ability, because then what? We just turn everyone into a regular human. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's lame.
Every defensive
Not
capability.
every-
Oh, yeah,
because
real
if
quick.
we're assuming
Yeah, so
that
the only ones that are gonna be different are that means like literally every single human.
So in the chat, let me know what Brago says if he responds to my shit, okay? Because I'm gonna be going on Patreon. It's time. So keep your ear open.
Look.
wait, we got Cole in the chat.
Oh, never
Cole
mind.
said-
I'm right here.
If Luffy punches Bellamy, it's not gonna be
Real
the same
quick.
thing as him.
Hold on one second. We got Cole in the chat. Cole said, I'm streaming on Patreon watching Kaiji. The people told me my chart got some eyes and ears. We got to link up, bro. It's the season.
Kaiji's
Cole, we going to make it happen. We going to make it happen. We
Hell
going to
yeah.
make it happen. We going to make it happen.
Kaiji hype.
Watch Kai. Yo, bro, that'd be a good.
Yeah, but that's fire. It's fire.
It's a gambling. It's a gambling.
Tell us.
Hey, Kaiji's good. Oh, never mind, chat. We straight. Let me give him a thumbs up. I don't have a thumbs up fucking emote. No, doesn't matter. Okay. Nah, chat. Bet. Okay, Kaiji.